Okay, look at Joe's hand.
And friendship.
Okay, watch.
Friendship. Multiple countries helped get this done. They joined the difficult, complex negotiations at my request. And I personally thank them all again. And I thank them personally, I thank them again. All told,
Watch.
Russia's released 16 prisoners. 8 Russians
Did you see that at the end?
held in the West will be sent home as well. Thank them personally.
Look closely.
Again. All told, Russia's released 16 prisoners. 8
Did you see the end? How it did video game mode? Okay, look, let me show you guys something. I've been hearing a lot of backlash from people saying, Joe Biden's alive, man. Look, these are all AI people. That's all a green screen. If they're not AI people, they're actors in front of a green screen.
Well, good afternoon. And this is a very good afternoon. Very good afternoon.
Look at this guy. It's that guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark whose face melts. But here's what they do. They put all of his fumbles and stumbles and jumbles and mumbles in there to make you think that it's really him. But I'm telling you, there's something going on with his ear right there. This is like video game stuff. And then watch this. There's a little cloudiness. Some little cloud keeps popping up under his chin. See? Look.
And sends him to long prison terms with absolutely no legitimate reason whatsoever. None. Paul, a former Marine, he's in Russia for a wedding. Evan, a journalist, was Russian, in Russia. Was in Russia, signed by the Wall Street Journal.
This is epic. This is like, of course, if you're the top of the United States, of course you can have the best AI, but you can't ever hide everything. See?
Russian citizen by birth, holds an American green card. It's a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist and was a pallbearer.
I play video games. This is video game stuff. Why is there that dark line right there? Why is that cloud right there?
The brutal ordeal is over, and they're free. Moments ago,
There's also something weird.
I was speak to them on the telephone from the Oval Office. They're out of Russia. Earlier today, they were flown to Turkey, and soon they'll be wheels up on their way home to see their families. It's an incredible relief for all the family members gathered here. It's relief to the friends and colleagues all across the country who have been praying for this day for a long time. The deal that made this possible was a feat of diplomacy and friendship. Friendship. Multiple countries helped get
I'm telling you guys, this is not
they joined the difficult
president.
complex negotiations at my request. And I personally thank them all again. And I thank them personally, and I thank them again. All told,
This looks just like a video game.
8 Russians.
I play a lot of video games. This looks just like a video
sent
game.
home as well. These 16 prisoners from Russia that Russia has released include 4 Americans, 5 Germans, 7 Russian citizens who are political prisoners in their own country. One of those Russians runs a human rights organization, Memorial, which won a Nobel Prize in 2022. Putin threw him in prison for voicing opposition to the war in Ukraine. 4 others worked with Alexei Navalny, political opposition leader who died in Russian prison this year. Now they can live safely abroad and continue their work of advocating for democracy if they so choose. This still would not have been made possible without our allies. Germany, Poland, Slovenia, Norway, and Turkey, they all stepped up and they stood with us. They stood with us. And they made bold and brave decisions. Released prisoners being held in their countries that justifiably needed.
I think I busted it.
Provided logistical support to get them.
When he blinks, the tear duct doesn't blink.
When questions whether allies matter, they do. They matter. Today is a powerful example of why it's vital to have friends in this world. Friends you can trust.
I'm telling you guys, this is not Joe Biden.
Especially in matters of great consequence and sensitivity like this. Our alliances make our people safer. And we began to see that again today. Let me say this. It says a lot about the United States that we work relentlessly to free Americans who are unjustly held.
This is how they trick you, is by putting all his fumbles and jumbles in there.
But This deal includes the release of Russian political prisoners. They stood up for democracy and human rights. Their own leaders stood in prison. The United States helped secure their release as well. That's who we are in the United States. We stand for freedom, and liberty, and justice, not only for our own people, but for others as well.
Like, Biden's never been able to put this many words together this fast either.
I want to thank everyone in my administration who helped make this happen. Our work did not start just on day one. It started before day one. During the transition, I instructed our national security team to dig into all the cases of hostages being wrongfully detained, which were inherently, we inherited them from the prior administration. I want to make sure we hit the ground running, and we did. As of today, my administration brought home over 70 Americans who were wrongfully detained and held hostage abroad. Many since before I took office. Additionally, I issued an executive order in 2022 authorizing penalties like sanctions and travel bans on those who hold Americans against their will. And my State Department introduced new warnings for Americans.
This is not Joe Biden, people. I'm really worried about Joe Biden. This is not him.
Deals like this one come.
This is AI. All these people are on the green screen.
There's nothing that matters more to me than protecting Americans at home and abroad. And so we'll continue to work for the release of all wrongfully detained Americans around the world. Let me end where I began, with Paul, Evan, and Alice Vladimir and their families.